Guys, welcome. Episode 6, Tycho Talks. This episode, Nate, deep dive into the founders, obviously yourself and myself, just to get to know us a bit more as well. It's a bit chill one. Obviously, it's Good Friday, so everyone out there, all the Catholics and Christians, happy Easter, Good Friday. And yeah, this will obviously be about some personal questions to throw at each other, some deeper questions as well on a deeper level, just to get to know us a bit more. And then a couple of Q&A and quick fire round questions at the end. But look, I just want to start off and say, we've come such a long way since we first started. And just, so everyone knows, just for clarity as well, all the topics, and all the answers that we've obviously said in relation to the topics are from our beliefs specifically. And obviously with our past experience in life. So just our upbringings within our culture and all that. So, our answers to all the topics in the past are just from our past experience, just to get that out there as well for the viewers. And everyone's got different beliefs and morals about the topics that we've brought up, but it's good to talk about all aspects in life as well, about all the topics that we've brought up. But yeah, just to get that out there as well for the viewers. But in saying that, mate, let's get into it as well, mate. Nate, just to start things off, mate, some personal questions. I'll start off with the first one. We've got a couple of questions.
Done. So I guess we'll go through these 8 questions. You ask one, I'll ask one, and we'll both give our answer to the question, and then we'll just move on. So, do you want to start, or do you want me to start?
I'll start. So, first question number 1, man. What's the best and worst phase in your life?
Best and worst phase in my life. And keep in mind, I actually have not prepared any answers to this. So, this is going to be, what's the word?
Traumatic.
It's gonna be. It could be traumatic. No, but it's just gonna be. I'm gonna be winging.
Speak from the heart, man.
Speak from the heart. Speak from the heart. Best and worst. I think right now I'm in the best phase of my life because I'm not where I want to be yet, but I've over the last 2-3 years, if I was to reflect, I've definitely come a long way. Every year I usually sit down, I give myself a word for the year. I say, well, this year I want to be excellent at being disciplined or being stoic or being articulate. And, for the past 2, 3, 4 years, I've been able to accomplish that. And so for me, right now, I feel like I'm in the best phase of my life because I've worked a lot. Like there've been a lot of years that have gone into where I'm at right now. Obviously, I'm working towards a greater vision, a greater goal, right? So tomorrow, next week, next month could also be the best phase of my life. Worst phase of my life was probably prior to COVID. And I think that, so I don't drag on, I think that the really simple answer as to why that was the worst phase of my life is because my self-image was really low. I didn't value myself. I was a people pleaser. I just put everyone else before me. And I didn't really take time to so into myself, focus on my personal development. I was very, insecure about a lot of things that I'm no longer insecure about. And so that was probably the worst phase of my life, just prior to 2020, I think. Yeah. That's when COVID hit, because of those reasons, because of lack of personal development and personal growth. Yeah. But what about you, bro? What's
great stuff, mate. Well, look,
best and worst?
I'll start off with the best, and then I get into the worst. Obviously, the best for me will probably be when I turned 23 last year. Probably 8 months ago now. So fairly recent. I just continue on that as well. I've come such a long way as a person. But looking, saying that, when I turned 23, I kind of sat back and realised to myself, what I had actually going for myself in life. With everything, right? Obviously, I was thinking of, how time has flown and how literally yesterday I felt, I literally turned 21 yesterday. You know what I mean? And I literally finished high school yesterday. It felt so quick. And I was just processing everything through my head, and it was really sinking in. And I remember I was actually staying at Crown that night with my missus. We had a birthday dinner and all that, and it really sunk in. But the one thing I was really grateful for, and I was just reflecting on life. At that point of time, I felt healthy, I felt loved, and obviously, I had met a beautiful partner at the time as well, and I'm still with today. Obviously soulmates in all aspects, and my family were all healthy at the time and still are to this day, so touch wood on that. And even on my personal side as well, my hobbies, my soccer was doing really well, and even to this day it's doing really well. So I feel like that time in my life, 23 years old, like, man, I'm growing up. You know what I mean? I'm becoming an adult. I'm becoming a man. And it was really scary, but at the same time, I felt very ambitious to make something out of what life really is. And I felt like I had all the resources at that time and still to this day to, you know, become and be the best version of myself, you know, because I'm surrounded by so many good people in my life. You know, I'm so close to my family, my brothers. You know, it helps when you have, you know, another specific other as well, like a soulmate, a partner. So I feel like, yeah, in that time in my life, I really reflected of what I had and what I had going for myself. And yeah, I knew how strong my mindset was as well, to where I was, you know, back in 2020. You know what I mean? So, you know, just in a 3-4 year life experience, lifespan, you know, I grew so much as a person, and, you know, with my credentials in life, and, you know, just the way I went about it, you know, the way I acted, the way I spoke, the way I did stuff, you know, with everything, work, soccer, family. So I feel like in that sense, I came a really long way, and I'm really grateful for. Yeah, but worst phase in my life was probably 2020, 2021, when COVID hit. I feel like everyone will kind of say that, but looking saying that, obviously there was pros and cons to it, but there's more cons to it, because in reality, like, the world's such a beautiful place, and God created the world to, you know, be free, to be outspoken. And look, you know, we are lucky to live in a country with free speech and all that, you know, and literally open to do whatever you want with so many opportunities. But in saying that, yeah, it was really tough during COVID, because, you know, we literally run, and we were sucked in, and we were brainwashed by people in power. And it was really sad how people, you know, so many people lost their jobs, they had to sell their houses, they literally became homeless. And I know people for a fact that committed suicide from COVID times, which was so hard. Like, they literally couldn't go to work because, you know, from whatever they wanted, like from whatever they believed in, they didn't want to get the vaccine and all that. And because, you know, the people in power had to force it for people to work. Like, it really got to a point that, you know, the world was literally crumbling. And obviously Melbourne, you know, we live in Melbourne, right? And, you know, we're one of the states in the whole world to be in lockdown for over 365 days. Like, that's ridiculous, bro. Like, you know, no wars happening, nothing. It was just literally over a flu, in my opinion. Sort of disease. It's something that, you know, our immune system can fight. And we have antibodies for a reason, man. God created us with antibodies and white blood cells to fight viruses like that, as such as COVID. So, yeah, the fact that, you know, majority of the population got brainwashed into it, you know, it was really sad. And for me, I couldn't really do much because I was in my own bubble and my own beliefs about it. But yeah, like, it was really tough because, you know, I felt like I had no power, you know. But at the same time, like, I got through with my family. You know, I was surrounding myself with friends and all that, and I still did what I had to do as well, with, like, you know, keeping fit in the gym and all that. So, to be fair, it was a really dark time in my place, but it really literally opened my eyes up to a lot of things as well. So yeah, that's probably
awesome.
that.
That's really good. Yeah, that was really well answered. Good job. Question 2: what's your biggest fear?
Biggest fear. Biggest fear in life probably would be not making it in life. Knowing how life's so short, bro. Like, you literally don't know if you're going to be here tomorrow. Like, touch on wood. I do my cross now. Like, you know, I'm a very religious person. I believe, you know, I believe that there is a God, and, you know, God created both Adam and Eve, you know, male and female. But in saying that, like, not reaching my potential, and knowing that, you know, life's so short, like, knowing that I literally don't know if I'm going to be here tomorrow, that literally scares the hell out of me, man. And that's, like, one of my biggest fears. And what I can say to that is, obviously, you know, every day that I wake up, I do my cross, you know, I'll go to my guna, which is like the Jesus Christ I have next to my bed, and, you know, I do a little prayer, do my cross, I give it a kiss, and, you know, I'm so grateful for every day that I wake up, because it's literally another opportunity for me to make it. Not only for myself, but for my family, for everyone that I want to provide for in the future. But yeah, just that thought behind my mind, you know, for me, that's, you know, when I wake up, just to give it all, like, you know, just give it all out there, pour all my heart and soul into every day, no matter what I do, you know, workplace, soccer, you know, within our business that we're doing now, I'll just give it all I can, and, you know, hopefully one day when the opportunity comes, you know, we take it with full arms, and yeah, literally make it for not only ourselves, but for our families, man, and for the people we love. So yeah, that's probably one of the fears, man, not making it in life.
Yeah, for sure. I think for me, I don't want to give the exact same answer, so I won't. That's definitely something I fear, is like getting to the end of my life and not having accomplished something really big.
Yep.
Something that I genuinely fear is a year from now, if I was exactly the same, as I am today, that's something that scares me. So staying static and not actually moving, not changing, not growing, that's something that scares me a lot. Like it makes me cringe to think that a year from now, if I'm exactly the same and I haven't expanded as a person, I haven't, learned a new skill, expanded my network, done something of significance, that would really make me cringe. Looking back and just being exactly the same. So for me, to keep it really short and simple, staying the same is something that scares me.
Yep.
And something that I'm very intentional about. And that's why I said in the answer to the first question, I always try and give myself a word for the year. So this year I'm going to be disciplined, and I'm going to work on being disciplined for that entire year. And it doesn't have to take a whole year, by the way. Usually, 6 months is enough. But, stoic, articulate, whatever it is, I sit down, I reflect, and I say, well, these are the qualities that I have and I'm really good at. Great. I don't really care about what I'm good at. What are the qualities that I don't have, or what are the traits that I don't have? What are some skills that I suck at? And that's something that I really try and hammer down and try and get better at, because staying the same makes me cringe, man. It's the worst. So it's probably my biggest fear, to be honest. I don't fear death, believe it or not. I know I don't want to, get off topic, but I actually don't fear death.
To a certain point, I feel like you have to in a sense, but in saying that, I believe that there's another place for us, and our soul will always live on for forever, for eternity. So that in that sense, I'm not feared by it massively, because I do believe that there's another beautiful life out there for us. You know what I mean? But
I don't. When you say we all have to fear death, I don't fear death. If I die tomorrow, that is God's plan for me, and it is what it is. And it'd be very sad, because there's a lot that I want to accomplish. I want to raise a family. I want to do all this stuff. I want to, travel the world. I want to go to London and Japan and all that. There's so much I want to do. And I want to build a brand and a business. There's so much I want to accomplish. So it would be sad, but I don't fear it.
Yeah.
So anyway, next question.
What motivates and drives you? Do you want me to start with that, or do you want to hit it off?
It's up to you, man.
So look, man, I can sit here and say, obviously motivates and drives people. I can sit here and say, like, money, cars, that fame and all that money. But what I will say that is, I believe on top of all that is love, bro. And the reason why I say that is because when you finally find someone that you feel so connected with and amazing and truly, like, I believe that drives you to be the best version of yourself. And then what that brings and what that does to yourself is work ethic. It brings motivation. It brings ambitiousness. It makes you ambition. It makes you literally vision shit in life, because you're so content and safe with all your emotions, right? And with this specific other, I feel like when you literally create so much energy off someone else, with all aspects, right? With all aspects, but just to come along with it and say, like, I love my family. I love everyone around me, and that love literally motivates me to be the best version of myself. And then that just translates into what I want to do in life. I mean, with business, within the sports industry, with all that. So I feel like love tops it all off, because I feel like when you feel so loved by your family, and I know how hard it's been for my family in general, growing up and all that. I'm not saying it's been bad, but like comfortable in a sense. But I don't want to live that comfortable life, man. So that love and affection I have towards my family makes me feel like this hunger inside of me, man, that I want to make it. And then obviously, money will come, cars will come with that. But I feel like, the love that I've been receiving for the past 23 years on this earth from my family, from my loved ones in my life at the moment, literally has pushed me to be the best version of myself, and literally motivate me to the max, because I want the best for not only myself, but for everyone around me. So that's something I believe in.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
What motivates and drives me? There are three things.
Yeah.
There are three. No, as in I break them into
you break them down.
Categories.
Yep.
So the first is my parents. I have to make sure that they retire comfortably. And as soon as I make money, my money is going to making sure that they have a comfortable retirement, and they don't have to think about money.
Yep.
Because they sacrificed a lot for us. They obviously migrated from Egypt came down here, started with nothing, built a lot, got screwed over. If I, living in a first world country with all the opportunities in Australia, if I can't duplicate what they've done by tenfold, then I've failed in life. And so a big motivator for me is I have to do 10 times what my parents did. So my parents did well in the middle class. I can't be in the middle class. I'm not dying in the middle class. I have to be in the top 1% of society in terms of wealth. And then that links into obviously just giving them back everything that they gave us.
Yeah.
Like I want my mum, I want to be able to give my mum a check and my dad a check to just like pay off the rest of this house, the cars, everything. Like you don't have to worry. You go do whatever the hell you want, and every month you are going to receive $10,000 from me.
Sky's the limit.
Right? So that's my first motivator.
Yeah.
My second motivator is the future. My future girl, my future family. The reason I'm not dating right now is because I don't feel ready to date. I'm not at that point where I feel wealthy enough to be able to provide for someone. And so I don't actually want to date at the moment. But my second motivator is I need to make so much money that my wife and my kids don't have to ever think about money. And I'm not going to raise them in a way that they are snobby and they just, everything's given to them. No, we're going to raise them well, but I don't want money to ever be an obstacle. If my wife wants to work, she can go work, but she doesn't have to do it for money. She can do it for passion. If my wife wants to stay at home and take care of the kids, she doesn't have to stress about that thought. She can stay at home and take care of the kids and know that it's okay financially. So that's my second motivator. Providing for my future family, my future, the love of my life. Because you're right. I mean, you touched on love. Love is a big motivator.
Yeah.
And if you think about it, my first two motivators have to do with love. I love my parents. I love my future family.
Yep.
Third motivator is a negative. The thought of me working until I'm 60 scares me. And so my third motivator is not necessarily, it's more of I cannot have this happen, right? I can't be working a 9 to 5 until I'm 60 years old and then just have enough to pay off the house. That scares the hell out of me. And that is something that drives me, not so much in a positive light, but in a fear, like it's fear driven. It's like, I can't do that. I'm not going to get to the end of my life and be working until I'm this old. And then, I'm 65 and I can retire and then I can go see the world and then I can go travel and then I can spend time with my family. That scares the hell out of me. So they're probably my three motivators, to be honest.
Nice.
What's one thing that people always misunderstand about you?
Question 3. Look, from our past experiences, obviously, of course, all these topics and questions are based off our experiences in life. So, what we've been through and what we have witnessed, obviously, so everyone has different views and beliefs. But just to answer that question, mate, I will say people judge me as being too cocky at times. Before even knowing me, I believe that, they reckon I'm too cocky and just they think because, I'm a confident guy, I'm outspoken, I don't really care what other people say. I say it as it is. And, I say it out of passion because I'm a very passionate bloke. Like when I start talking about something that I believe in, bro, no one gets in my way. You know that. No one gets in my way. Like I don't let anyone else talk. I'll talk over people. It's just, my Greek inside of me, my passion and all that. So look, I'm not coming from a bad place, but look, obviously, and I'm very loud as well at times, of course, but, they misjudge me as being too cocky, which is fine because like I know deep down I'm not. I'm very humble. I've come across this a lot in my past life, going out, meeting new people, and especially blokes and guys. Like they'll come up to me and say, they'll have a chat, whatever, and I'll go up to them, whatever, and then, they'll kind of say, I was never a fan of you because, of what you said on social media, how you are, how you act, like, especially on the soccer field, because I'm very confident, I'm very loud on the soccer pitch, so I feel like most of my connections as well have been like from soccer in particularly. But look, once they actually really get to know me and once they actually actually have a conversation with me, they literally be like, you're actually top bloke, you're a nice guy, you mean well, you got a good heart. So the fact that, they're judging other characters, based on what they see and what they perpetrate on social media or what they hear from others, like it's pretty sad how people judge people so quick in this society, I reckon. Especially like social media is a massive thing, man. Like, they can literally type your name up and you come up, so they see all your posts and all that. And, I feel like the word spreads a lot these days as well. But in saying that, man, like, if you meet me in real life, face to face, it's very different, bro. To what people, portray me as, or initially see me as online. But in saying that, like, yeah, very outgoing guy, confident, very loud. But yeah, look, I'm very, very gentle, very heartwarming, and very approachable, bro. But in saying that, that's probably one thing I probably get misunderstood by being too cocky.
Fair, man.
Yeah.
And the only reason I was laughing is not because I agree, because I think there's a fine line between cocky and confident.
Yeah, of course.
I see it as confident. So I wasn't laughing at that. I was laughing because that was the answer I was going to give as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm like, this guy's stealing my answers now, but I'll give a different answer.
No, but look, to be fair, like, if you believe that, what's your perspective then? Like, what's your past experience on it? Has anyone, like, come up to you like, I thought you were this, I thought you were that? Like, you say too much, you're too opinionated?
So I think right now, where I'm at, people misunderstand me because I'm in this space where I don't want to be approached. As in, the way that I carry myself in public is, do not come and talk to me.
Okay.
I love people, by the way, but I'm very introverted. So there are some times where I'm out, I'm like, don't approach me. And I know that the cues that I give off, the physical cues that I give off, they interpret it as like, this guy does not want to be approached. Up myself.
Yeah.
He's mad, he's angry, he's not chill. When you get to know me, a lot of people, and I've had so many people take time and get to know me and go out even just to a dinner with me or spend some time, and they always tell me, I didn't think you were like that.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about little things like how I treat the waitress.
Yeah.
How I treat the waitress. It's so simple, but picking up my rubbish after I eat. You know how many times I go out and people don't do that? And it actually blows my mind, and I will pick up the rubbish. And I'm not saying it like, yeah, I'm so good. No, I'm just saying it's like things like that where people are like, I didn't think that you were that type of person. I'm very, very intentional about how I behave because I think that I want to be excellent in every area of my life. And my behavior is a part of that.
Yeah.
I have to be excellent in every area of my life, including how I behave, including how I interact with people and how I treat other people. So a lot of people don't think that I'm a warm person. They don't. They think, this guy is just standing there like that. Like they don't think that I'm approachable.
Yeah.
But really, I'm quite warm and I'm quite approachable, and I actually care about people a lot.
Yeah.
A lot. Like I think I care about people too much. Actually,
Yeah.
I go out of my way for people that would never go out of their way for me, and I go the extra mile for people. I just don't think people know that, and it's okay. I don't want people to know that.
Of course, it's fine.
But I two things. So probably that I come across as arrogant and that I know it all. If you have one conversation with me, you would know that I don't know it all. I'd be the first to admit that I actually have so much to work on. If there's something that I am not good at, I will tell you. And I won't tell you in terms of like, I'm not good at this, let's do something else. Let's do something that I'm better at. No, I will tell you as in, I'm not good at this, I'm giving you permission to help me be better. If this is something you're good at, I am more than happy to put my ego to the side and be like, help me with it.
Yeah.
But I don't come across like that.
Yeah.
People think that I have a big ego.
Know it all.
And I know it all,
Yeah.
and like, yeah, he's this,
That's
and he's
fine.
a crypto, and like, no. I genuinely want to learn, and I'm open to learning from people and that sort of thing. So it's kind of similar.
Yeah,
but it's
similar.
interesting. But the thing is, I don't want everyone to know that. I want the people who are going to take the time to get to know me to know that, and that's it.
Yeah, well, look, if they go to the time and way to actually like have a conversation with you, they will literally find that out about you. Same with me as well.
Exactly. And they're the only people who deserve to know
Yep.
that. The rest of the people don't. And I don't care how they perceive me, to be honest.
No.
What's the biggest mistake you've made so far in life? And what did you learn from it?
Do you want me to go? Start over?
Yeah, you go, man.
Yeah, look, I wouldn't say I've made any massive mistakes in life, right? Look, and to be like clear with you, like not everyone's perfect in life, of course, but one thing I always preach to myself, and I always say to someone is, whatever past experience you had in life, good or bad, it's led you and it's made you the person you are today. And I preach that so much because I believe that all the people and all the things that I have around me in my life today is due to all the past experience that I've experienced in my life. And I'm so grateful for how far I've come and for the people I've chosen to be in my life today, because I could not be more happier. And that's the most important thing for me. And look, I wouldn't say I regret anything in the past, but in saying that, there's lots of things that are questionable, like certain relationships, certain aspects of the way I approach, certain, aspects, on the soccer field, preaching soccer clubs and all that. So there's some things that, that I look at and be like, that are questionable. But in a sense, man, like everything that I've done in the past has led me to the person that I am today, and has led me to, all the things that I have today in my life. Family, friends, my partner. So yeah, look, I wouldn't say I've made any big mistakes so far in my life, and I'm still, very like, I'm only 23. So, but yeah, look, I'm always happy to learn, and I have learned a lot, and I've grown to a young human being that I believe that I'm the best version of myself at the moment in time. But like I said, man, I'm still growing, I'm still getting better, I'm still learning every day. So I'm grateful for that, 100%.
Yeah, it's awesome.
Nate, what do you reckon?
This is it's a tough one because I agree with you. I think that everything that happens for a reason, and you learn from it. Now, if you're a person who is not willing to reflect and improve, different situation.
Yeah.
For someone who is willing to do that, your mistakes are just, they're stepping stones for your greater who you are. For your greater vision, for your greater purpose. If we're gonna go really raw with this, I think one of the biggest mistakes I've made so far, and I was quite young, I would have been in my early teens, is how I treated women, females. And it's actually not as bad as I'm making it sound, actually.
Yeah, relax, bro.
But I mean, it's just not the standard that I would have wanted. And I've learnt a lot from it, and which is why now I actually friend zone women, believe it or not. I will not go into, even if there's a connection there, I will friend zone a girl and I will vet her. And I will make sure that she's what I want before becoming intimate with her. Because I think in the past, I would have maybe led on women in the wrong way, and then just kind of messed around with them, and then just been like, yeah, I'm not actually interested, and that breaks them. Like that actually really, I reckon I've hurt quite I mean, not a lot, but like that's just something that I'm not proud of, and it happened maybe 2-3 times, and I think it was because of my immaturity, lack of discipline, selfishness, and it's all stuff that I have been intentional about growing and being better in, but that's something that, I'm not proud of, and it's something that I've intentionally tried to get better at. So as I mentioned, now it's, you're always asking me, why don't you date? Why don't you this? It's like, I want to, but I want to be careful, and I want to make sure that I'm getting to know this person on a deeper level first.
Yeah, of course.
And if there's something there is. Or like if there's not something there, then at least I did not hurt her in the process. At least I didn't lead her on in the process and made her think that I really wanted something with her when I didn't. And so that's what I've kind of learnt. And that's actually made me better. Like I have a lot of good friendships with females because of that. Because I haven't, and even though we might not talk anymore because maybe she wanted a relationship and I didn't, I haven't hurt her. And I know that. You know what I mean? Like, I know for a fact that I didn't emotionally destroy her, and that makes me obviously feel better that I improved on that, and I haven't been repeating that. So that's, if we're gonna go really raw, that's probably something for me. What qualities do you admire about your parents?
Well, look, to be clear, man, like I love my parents. I feel like you can sit here and say that as well, but. We wouldn't be here today if it wasn't for them. And look, they will literally do anything for me and my brothers as well in particular. But, starting off with the qualities, but like just saying that, like, the togetherness from the get-go. And like obviously as growing up, you see like how together your parents literally are. Because, as you grow up, obviously people don't have the best perspective of certain parents in this day-to-day age. Like I know lots of mates, their parents are divorced and all that, which is... it's a harsh reality at the moment, but in saying that, like my parents are so together, they stick by each other no matter what. Their love and support for one another, and their work ethic as a team to make, the house more sustainable, and to make us, to have food on the table every day after school, drop-offs to school, pick-ups from training, drop-offs to training. Like, I don't think I took transport or public transport, buses or trains once in my whole life. Like I literally started when I was like 22, 23 going to work, but in saying that, from like 10 to 16 to 18, like even younger, like my parents were so against public transport. Like no matter if they were busy, they'll literally get time out of the day just to drop us off to school, soccer, anything. They literally didn't want us to be on our own because they wanted to be with us and to make sure that we get there safe. So like that love and affection towards us is something that I'll definitely take on to my kids. And look, having 3 kids running around in the house, like, I'm the oldest. I've got 2 twin brothers. It's not easy, man. You know what I mean? To be a parent and to have, like, especially twins as well. One will be crying, the other one will be sleeping. Like, to juggle them two will be very hard. And I could tell you this: my parents struggled a lot when my brothers, got brought up to it, because I was very needy. I wanted my mum, but then my mum had twins to take care of as well. So, look, it was hard times, but look, it's led us to the people we are today. Obviously, the way I am today, I wouldn't be here, sitting here, doing what I'm doing if it was for my parents. You know what I mean? So, I respect them for that, and I love them so much, and I'll definitely carry, all their morals and beliefs. Even the old school mentality on life and love. I'll definitely carry that on to my future kids, 100%. And I could literally go on and talk about my parents in so many ways, but yeah, that's something I'll be doing with my future children. The way I obviously bring them up and teach them, and I just love them because the kids come first, and my parents have literally showed that to us. They've literally put us before them, before their health, before anything, man. So yeah, that's something I'll definitely do the same with my kids, bro, in the future.
Yeah, really similar. I mean, my parents, the best people. I'm very grateful because I know some families, you've got parents who don't put their children first. They're still concerned about their own life more than their children's life, and we just never had that. I mean, my parents did everything for us. It's almost like their life didn't exist. My dad didn't get up at 3 a.m. to go do a night shift and then go back at midday for him. He did it for us. My dad works so hard. He's worked very hard for his entire life, and he never did it for himself. He is the most selfless person I've ever come across, and that's something that I am trying to become as well. And he's really, just watching him and reflecting on his life so far, he's really inspired me to be the same and to be like him for when I do have a partner, when I do have kids. So he, is just one of the most gentle, selfless people I know. I genuinely, he's just easygoing. Look, he's got a temper and sometimes he gets mad. We were hit. Let me tell you, if we were brought up in today's generation, my parents would probably be in jail. and I actually mean that. My dad would have been arrested because we were hit.
I've got a story to tell you as well.
It was bad, but a lot of people are like, well, you shouldn't discipline your children like that. They're going to grow up and they're going to hate you. It's actually, I would do anything for my parents. Like I said, my first motivator is to help them retire.
Yep.
That's I'm helping the guy, and I'll talk about my mum in a sec, but I'm helping the guy who bashed me as a kid. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, I mean, I understand that there's a fine line between discipline and actually hitting your kids. I mean, obviously, there's cultural, in Egypt, there's no such thing as reporting your parents to the police.
Yeah.
You get whipped by all sorts of different tools. So, even considering all that, I have so much love for my dad and for how much he's provided for the family. Now, my mum, she's a lot younger than my dad. So, my mum's very young. She's 50 years old. And so, growing up in Australia, she was still quite young and she was still developing. So it was kind of weird because my life, I grew up with an Egyptian mindset type of mum. My sister, my younger sister, grew up with a mum who was kind of starting to transition her mindset to more of an Australian type of way. A bit more relaxed, a bit more, willing to compromise on things. So it was a bit weird watching that in real time and seeing how we couldn't do anything growing up, and then all of a sudden Michelle was able to do all this weird stuff that we were never able to do. But I think my mum's willingness to try and improve with all the cultural differences is something that I admire. She's obviously done a lot to help the family.
Yep.
And I don't want to go on forever, but I think it just comes down to, they did everything for us. They still to this day do things for us. And it's not really about them. It never was about them. It was all about
100%.
us and our education and our success, And there's not that, I don't know many parents who are like that. Yeah. I'm sure there are lots, but, I'm just grateful that we had that. So I do admire my parents a lot.
I could touch on that as well. One story I had as well. My mum's told this story to me that many times to tell others. I was really cheeky as a kid. Like I had ear problems. So the way I was communicating to others, like I used to like push them and throw stuff at them because I couldn't really speak properly and kind of obviously translate to the way I speak today. But anyway, we'll win Target, right? And I was a real hard head. I like to play games with my mum, so she was looking at clothes and then like for some reason she looked back and I wasn't there, right? And she was yelling out, Christo, and like she like in a really Greek voice, like, and everyone's like, what's going on? Oh, my son, I don't know where he is. Anyway, 10 minutes goes by. Anyway, it clicked for her to be like, oh, I should go to the kids' toy section because you'll probably be there anyway. So I'm there. So anyway, she rocks up and I'm there like on this bike, like riding around in Kmart or Tycho, wherever it was I'm wearing. She literally grabs me off of the bike. She screams at me. She slaps me, right? And to this day, bro, she literally told me there was a gay couple there that saw her do that to me. A gay couple. Yeah. And then like their reaction was like, oh, I'm gonna report you to the police, like straight away. Like, why would you do this? And then mum was like, how dare you speak about how to treat my son? Like, this is my child. Mind your own business. Like, you got no reason, no right to tell me how to treat my son. Anyway, so like, it's just so funny, but like how, like such woke parents, and I'm sure they're like, you know, Anglo-Saxons or not, Aussies. But like, it's so funny how like when they see another parent, specifically like woke to because my parents are really Greek. They were born here, but my grandparents were born from Greece. The fact that she disciplined me by hitting me and slapping me, and from another perspective of like, you know, another person or another couple seeing that, like, it was really funny. And to this day, she always remember that moment, you know, in public. Yeah. And the fact that they reacted on it straight away, I'm gonna call the police on you for assaulting your kid. My mum lost it. Yeah. My mum would have lost it too. No, seriously, my mum lost it. I remember there was a time, it's just cultural
it's
so
differences.
Funny.
I remember there was a time something was happening. I'll be quick because I want to get to the next question.
Of course.
There was something happening at my kinder and my mum wasn't okay with it. I don't know the specifics.
Oh, bro, so many stories.
But there was something that my mum was not okay with. There was something unethical happening at the kinder. And she went and gave it to them. They called the police on her.
Yeah, wow.
She went and gave it to them.
Police came?
Yeah, police came. They threatened to arrest her, and she's like, "Arrest me! I don't get." Like, think about it. Like, it's different because she's like Egyptian, and she's like got her accent. Oh, arrest me!
Yeah,
what do you want? Like but she's not doing that for her ego. She's doing it for us. And there was something that happened.
Oh, bro, 100%.
That where she felt like her kids were not safe at the kinder, and she was willing to go to jail for 24 hours to prove a point. So,
and that's the thing that most Aussie parents didn't realize about, you know, us Woks migrating here. You know what I mean? Just that like that passion and that passion of supporting the kids come first. If anything happens that I see my kid is like doing or approached by, or if something happens bad by him, like they're gonna stick up for us no matter what. Yeah, it's funny. It's very funny. Yeah, we've gone about so many stories.
I know, same.
But anyway, next one, Nate. I'll ask you this: what's the greatest struggle you've overcome?
Greatest struggle I've overcome. I don't want to go too far back, so we'll just talk about 3 years ago. I went through a pretty bad breakup, and that was probably a big struggle for me, but it was the best thing that ever happened to me. I'm going to admit, like, I actually, 4 weeks, I couldn't eat. Yeah. And I'm not being dramatic. Like, I actually lost sense of appetite to the point where I could not stomach things. So it was pretty bad. Yeah. And I really love this person. And I would have, it's very rare for me to say that I would have settled down, but I would have settled down. I would have proposed. I would have done all that. Yep. And it's not her fault at all. You know, we were obviously not going in the same direction. And so that was something when she decided that it was time to part ways, that was something I wasn't able to accept. And I didn't have the self-image to be able to be okay with it. And so I struggled for a good maybe month and then I got over it because I decided that, I mean, okay, that's a lie. I struggled for a month and then I decided to intentionally work on it. It still took me a while to get over it, but it wasn't that I was still struggling. I was improving, but I just wasn't looking at other females. Like, I didn't want to date. I didn't want to talk to anybody else. But in saying that, overcoming that was genuinely the best thing that has ever happened to me. Beautiful. Because I became very disciplined from that point. I became very stoic. I became very emotionally intelligent, smarter with how I interact with people. I became fitter in the gym. Like, it was like the best pre-workout I have ever received. Like, I screw the $80 pre-workout times. Like, it was the best pre-workout. Like, I just have crazy sessions. Yeah. So it really built me to be the guy that I am today, and I've never been happier. So it's interesting, you know, if you were to ask me, if you were to go back and you could control the outcome, would you stay with her or would you cause the breakup? And I would allow the breakup to happen. You could ask me that 100 times.
Yeah.
I would allow the breakup to happen.
Yeah.
If it wasn't for that breakup, I don't think I'd be who I am today.
100%, bro.
Genuinely. And I know it's getting really like dramatic. It's like, no, seriously, I
No,
don't think you
I
understand
agree with you.
how much I have advanced in the last 3 years because of that. And because it was a hit in the face.
I believe in you, man.
It was a slap in the face. It's like, you better be better because
Wake up.
otherwise, wake up.
Yep.
Otherwise, why would anybody stay with you?
Of course, man.
So it's definitely a struggle, but one of the best things. And I genuinely would not change it for anything. I wouldn't.
Good stuff.
So what about you?
Whatever, man. Good answer, bro. But look, I feel like for me, I touched on it before as well. COVID, man. Like, bro, like I can't say this more than enough. I can't dwell on it more than enough. Like the fact that we're locked down for almost 2 years, bro. Like it wasted my 20s, bro. Early 20s. And there was so much opportunity out there at that time, especially with soccer as well. Like I'll say this as well, man. I had a really good opportunity to sign a professional contract with the soccer club in Australia, but due to regulations at the time about mandates and all that, unfortunately I couldn't sign that contract because I wasn't vaxxed, unfortunately, and that really took a step back in my life because I'm like, what does life come to, man? Like the fact I'm 21 years old, I'm fit and healthy, I'm good enough to play professionally and to make a living off something I love. And the fact that the outcome happened because of that reason, really, really made me think about what life really is. And I could have given up there. I could have given up soccer there and then be like, stuff this, but I'm not doing it. But it kind of pushed me, motivated me more in a sense to make it in my own way, in my own sense. And I feel like I'm getting to that point in my life now, especially with soccer, that I've probably the best I've ever been, the best I've ever played, the best I've ever felt. So I feel like I'm still young, 23, and I still make it professionally. So in that sense, and that's just one aspect as well in COVID, what happened. And there's so many other aspects as well, like how even my family, like my dad wasn't working. He got an email from his job saying that they were literally got to sack him because he wasn't going to get the vax. Like it was so bad, bro. Like it's actually disgusting to think about it, even to this day, man. And I'm telling you, like we had so many meetings with lawyers and all that, and we took it further, and he got his job and he won his job back. But look, in saying that, man, like that COVID time was really hard on myself and to many other people as well in that sense. But yeah, definitely has brought me to the person I am today, and it's definitely opened my eyes up to a lot of things as well in life. But that's probably something.
Yeah, nice, man.
I'll say, man.
That's good, man. All right, last question, and then we'll go into deeper questions, I guess, which is kind of weird because these have been kind of deep.
Yeah.
Describe your dream girl.
You can start with this, man. Come on.
Everybody knows my dream girl.
Who?
You don't know my dream girl?
Oh, bro, it's one day this and then the next.
What are you talking about, bro?
Juggle, like, the circus? No, it's cool, man. It's fine, but I feel like...
everybody knows Kate Middleton's my dream girl.
Oh, yeah, okay, yeah.
Far out, this guy. You don't even pay attention to nothing. You don't see my desk at work? No, but I think that at the end of the day, number one is going to be like how feminine she is. Like she's going to be very feminine.
Yeah.
And she's got to want to be feminine. She's got to really have that essence to her where she's just light and, she doesn't have to be easygoing.
Yep.
I don't mind a girl who's like telling me what to do and like, challenging me and stuff like that. I don't mind that at all. But there has to be a sense of femininity to her. Really classy, carries herself well. I think someone who's going to have your back no matter what as well. Yep. That's a big thing, especially in today's world. There's not a lot of loyalty, believe it or not. Like if you have a girl who's loyal and she's loyal, like that's a big thing. And it's very rare. Someone who's selfless, I guess, to a point, but then also has boundaries.
Yep.
Like I wouldn't want a girl who would allow the world to just walk all over her. I'd want her to be quite stern and strong in her beliefs and her values. Values is a big thing as well. So very similar values, but then also, like it's kind of, all right. So I've always said that Jessica Pearson, like if I could have a mix between Jessica Pearson's personality and like Kate Middleton, like that's probably my perfect girl. If you just like, do you know Jessica Pearson?
Yeah, of course, bro.
From Suits. Like if you can mix those two, and I don't even care about physical. Like actually no, Kate Middleton should have to be physically look like her and have maybe the accent as well.
Yeah, Pommy accent.
The Pommy accent. But if you could combine their two personalities, where it's like classy, light, but then like if if she's not going to take crap from you, that'd probably be my dream girl.
100%.
Bit of a weird one for you because you have a dream girl.
Yeah, look,
so tell us about.
It's an easy question for me because like I've come a long way as well. Like I've obviously had partners in the past, but look, in saying that's an easy question for me. Like the one half at the moment, obviously starting off, from amazing looks and all that, absolutely stunning, her beautiful smile, her personality, her family morals. Like I sit here and have a whole list, but in saying that, like I feel so honoured to be with her, and I truly believe that God has brought us to a place that that obviously we are together right now, and I'm very lucky to have her, and she's very lucky to have me, and we always say that to each other. And just her trustworthiness, like the way she makes me feel, the way she like goes out of her way to obviously put me in front of her, and that's so special to have like a really old school like girlfriend in that sense. And just even her work ethic, man, and she's so intelligent as well. Like, she's got a year left in a Juris Doctor degree. She's studying in Melbourne Uni. So, she has such a fantastic and amazing career that, she will be starting very soon. But yeah, I just couldn't ask for a more supportive and better girlfriend, man. And even like, when I started this business, like she literally said, like, anything you need, anything you want, like I'll be there supporting you by your side, till the day that, you decide to chop up shop. But mate, we just started, bro. This is just the beginning of something huge, and I know that she'll be there by my side no matter what. But obviously, like I said, the respect aspect as well that we obviously have between each other, and we can literally talk about anything and open up about anything to each other. And that's so special to have as well. And I believe, look, you can make it in life without having a specific other, but I feel like it helps a lot. But you kind of gravitate off someone as well, in a sense of making it. But yeah, bro, I couldn't ask for anyone else, bro. So look, I'm really grateful for having her in my life, and I feel like that I literally deserve to be with someone of her standards, man. So yeah, we're both lucky. We're both lucky. Yeah,
that's awesome, man. That's really good. And yeah, I mean, I have a whole list. Like I've always been told write a list as to who you want to attract.
Yeah.
So I do have a whole list, and I think that's why I'm not really desperate to. Like, I'm not in the dating space. I'm not on any social, what are they called, dating apps and stuff. Because I know what I want, and when you know what you want, it's quite easy to filter through the BS.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but that's good, man. I think everything that you just said is very similar to what I want as well in terms of the support. If you've got like a ride or die, it's a big thing. And like I said, it's rare in today's society. Someone who's going to be there for you.
Bro. And even that, like, just leading up to, the way we met, and, it just happened so naturally. And I feel like, no dating apps, no, like, crap like that. It just happened so naturally. Like even
the connection is there. Yeah.
Like even like the way our parents met, like we're so similar to that sense as well. Yeah. And just like out of nowhere, popped up, bang. We just connect on that level, and it's so special to have that specific upbringing as well. Like, like I asked my cousins and friends, like, how'd you guys meet? Oh, we met on Tinder. Like, come on, man. Like, bro, you know what I mean? But anyway,
cringe.
Yeah, but it's good stuff, bro.
It's cringe as. I'm not doing that, man. I'm not.
Nah.
I'm not gonna.
Old school, man.
And the thing is, though, you mentioned about her being old school, and I think that's such an attractive quality that I don't think females understand is attractive.
Yeah,
like being that old school female is actually the most attractive thing.
Yeah.
Whereas a lot of females are trying to be this new, weird, feminist type of female, like I can hold my own, I can provide for myself.
Yeah.
Blah blah blah. It's like, yeah, we know you can. Nobody said you can't,
yeah,
but just you know what I mean? Like just try and understand like the dynamic between male and female and the energies, which we touched on previously. Where we know you can provide for yourself, but you are going to help a man become a better man if you let him provide for you. You know what I mean?
100%.
And if you play that role, like you don't have to play that role. You can be strong, you can be Jessica Pearson, whatever, but just don't overdo it. And don't disrespect men in the process. You know what I mean?
No, I agree with you.
All right, let's get into lightning question game, all right? Because I think we're kind of dragging it too much.
That's right, man.
So I'll do round one, you can do round two. As in, like, I'll ask you these questions, and then you just ask me round two.
So you got round one, I got round two?
Yeah.
All right, done.
So you're just going to answer just quickly.
Should we both do it? Round one?
Bang, done. All right, texting or talking?
Talking.
Favorite day of the week?
Friday. Monday?
Yeah.
What the?
bro, steak night, bro.
Bro, what the heck?
It's steak night.
Monday? Bro, Friday, man.
Bro,
You serious?
steaks at $25.
Weekend time, baby. Soccer time, baby. You know, going away anyway, all that.
All right, favorite city in the US, Florida.
Florida. Las Vegas, baby. Las Vegas.
Nah, that's the word.
Los Angeles, baby. Los Angeles. Nickname your parents used to call you.
Cookie.
Cheeky. I don't know.
Cheeky. What
Cheeky.
last song you downloaded. Was this written in the freaking 90s?
Last song you downloaded.
Another Love.
I actually don't know, man.
Another Love.
I'm no comment, man.
No comment?
Last
No,
song
you have
downloaded.
to.
Last comment download, I don't know. It's just Spotify.
Song. Yeah. What's the last song you listened to?
Last song I listened to. I actually don't know.
Bro, this is the dumbest question. Would you rather be able to speak in every language in the world or be able to talk to animals? Every language
speaking
in the
every
world.
language in the world.
Yeah. What the fuck? I'm gonna talk to
Favorite holiday?
dogs.
Greece, baby.
London.
Nah, man. Greece.
London.
On the beach, cocktail, tan.
Wait, I reckon
Mykonos, Santorini, Eos, Milos,
Wait,
Paros.
That's true.
Kalamata, Crete.
True. But I reckon I'm gonna, like, when I'm ready to settle down, I'm gonna go to London and find my girl
good.
there.
Nice.
So London.
Good luck. How long does it take for you to get ready? I know it takes you a couple of hours.
Yeah, probably a good like 45 minutes.
Actually?
Nah.
Takes you like 5 minutes, 2
maybe
minutes.
like 10 minutes,
Yeah,
15.
nice.
Scale of 1 to 10, how good of a driver you are? 11.
Bro,
11.
is there even a chart for that, bro?
There's no chart for
F1 driver, this, that.
Fill in the blank.
Bro, 11.
What the hell? Bro, just because I obey the traffic rules, like if it's red, I stop. You go through the red. Doesn't mean I'm a bad driver. I'm a good driver. I just to an extent, you got to obey the rules.
Fill in the blank. Taylor Swift is cringe.
Taylor Swift is
Cringe.
fascinating.
Fascinating.
I find it fascinating.
Nah, man.
It's just kind of hot.
At what age do you want to retire?
30. Before 30.
Look, I gotta.
Hurry up, say it.
I don't think it's a gate because I always want to work. I want to have something.
Okay, all right. Let me rephrase this then. When we talk about retire, I don't mean like you're old. Like I don't mean you're not doing anything.
Yeah,
like you're not tied into a 9 to 5.
Yeah, 30, 100%, 30. Oh, bro, 100%. Even next
Invisibility or super strength? Invisibility.
year. Nah, super strength, bro.
Invisibility. You don't need super strength if you're invisible. You don't need super strength if you're
Nah,
invisible,
it's your opinion, bro.
Is it wrong for a vegetarian to eat animal crackers? What?
Bro, I'm not a fan of.
I'm not
a
going to
fan
answer.
of
Let's not even
vegetarian
answer, bro. Let's not even answer that. All right, round 2.
Meat's the best, baby.
Round 2.
Scale of 1 to 10.
How
How
good
good
are
are
you
you
keeping
keeping
secrets?
secrets?
Probably like a -5.
Jesus, I reckon. Nah, I'll say 5 in the middle.
Like
depending on what secret it is, like 5.
I'll say
with
maybe
mates.
4. Ariel or Jasmine? Jasmine.
I'll go with you.
Every day. Do you know who they are?
No, I don't know who they are.
Ariel, the Disney princess. Ariel or Jasmine?
I'm not a fan of Disney.
No, but hold on. I'm going to get them.
I'm not a fan of
We're going to
Disney.
get a photo. We're going to get a photo, and you're going to tell me Jasmine or Ariel. I know you're going to say Jasmine.
How do you know this, man? You watch girl movies?
Bro, it's Disney.
Disney.
The fact that you don't know Disney princess.
I do, but
All right, so this is Ariel.
red hair. Yeah.
We'll go real life.
Cuz, just do the anime, man. Ariel, Jasmine. Who's Jasmine?
And this is Jasmine.
The flowers.
No,
Flowers, bro. Look, flowers.
No.
Princess. Go, just click shit. Is that her, Jasmine?
Yeah, hold on.
I'll say Jasmine, man.
I know you.
I don't like
know
red
you
hair.
say- Oh, relax.
Yeah, alright, Jasmine. Alright, done. Next question. First celebrity crush.
Kate Middleton.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
You know, I had a
Nah, honestly,
crush.
my first one was Gareth Bale, bro, for Tottenham.
You know, I had a crush on Kate, like when she was getting married. Like that's how far back I've been obsessed with this lady.
The royal family.
Like when the royal wedding was on
Are you a fan of the royal
TV.
family?
Nah, I'm not. I don't really care about them too much. But like Kate Middleton, like that, watching her in her wedding dress, like that was
anything
the
related to the royal family, bro. Negative 10 out of 10.
Oh well, dawn or dusk. I don't care, man.
Yeah.
Both.
Next one.
If
If
you
you could travel back in time, what period would you go?
to?
Oh, bro, my 1980s, bro. My parents' era, man.
80s, 90s.
Metro days, like no phones, no technology. Just my parents' era of like my dad was born in 1969, so I reckon around there.
Yeah,
That's the
I'd
best,
say
bro.
80s, 90s.
Unbelievable, bro.
Do
you snore?
Do you snore?
No.
I don't know. Probably not. Nobody's told me.
Yeah, well, I don't snore.
Place you most want to travel? Oh,
Europe. I'll say Europe.
Yeah, we'll go.
Europe, man. Favorite junk food?
I'll go Japan.
Favorite junk food? Well, what is junk food classified? Like, I reckon souvlaki is a junk food. Not junk food, but like it's fatty, it's oily.
Yeah,
But
depends.
we'll say junk food, like fast food. I don't eat fast foods. I don't mainly do.
Same, I don't.
Like maybe Guzman Gomez.
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
fast
I'd do
food. you know what I
GYG.
mean? Yeah, GYG.
Or like a chai latte
Yeah.
or something.
Favorite childhood TV show? Oh, really?
Judge Judy.
I reckon Drake and Josh from Nickelodeon. I love them, bro.
That's gay.
Nah, bro, they're the best,
Judge
man.
Judy,
After school
bro.
every day, man. Nickelodeon, 701, Foxtel, Drake and Josh.
That was me after
And
school.
remember
Judge Judy.
iCarly?
Nah, I never
Oh,
watched
man.
it.
Anyway.
You watch iCarly and you're having a go at me for knowing Princess Jasmine and
It's
Princess
Nickelodeon,
Ari.
man. Foxtel.
iCarly.
It's not Disney,
Bro.
man. Oh, it is Disney? Isn't it?
Yeah, I don't know. Favorite season?
Oh, summer.
Summer.
Yeah, you can't. Last Halloween.
I don't celebrate Halloween. Halloween's,
Demonic, satanic.
yeah, it's demonic,
bro.
satanic.
Scary,
It's
cuz.
stupid. It's the dumbest
Cake or
thing.
pie? Cake. I'm a massive fucking
No,
sweet
I
tooth.
haven't had cake or pie in probably
I'm a sweet
like
tooth and a
6
half.
years. So
Wow.
neither. Do you
Boy.
ever post inspirational quotes on social media?
Nate, bro, he's the
Wait,
definition of that,
Look,
cuz.
look at my mirror over there.
Yeah, definition of that.
Affirmations.
Look, when I like something, I'll post on my story. But yeah, it's a good thing. I rate it, man. Like you want to get your morals and your beliefs out there, and if you like something, man, post it. 100%, I agree with it. But you go to another level. You present yourself in a way. You do like a green screen in the background. You have the music in the background, Andrew Tate style. You know what I mean? That's good. I rate it. I like it, cuz. It's true, man. It's good.
Bro. All right,
That's good.
do you want to finish off with anything?
Oh, look, just to conclude the episode, guys, I reckon it was pretty cool, man. Chill one, Good Friday. And also, just to clarify as well, guys, we've actually created an account on Spotify for you guys, Tycho Talks. So, yeah, make sure you guys tuned in on that. And, yeah, it's really exciting. We've come such a long way in 4 months, the brand itself. And we have so much more in store for you guys. And we have something really exciting coming up as well, weekly for you guys.
Yep,
So
stay
tune
tuned,
into our TikToks, Instagrams and all that. And you guys will be in store to what's yet to come. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Good stuff. All right.